So again, we want to put this one to the upper corner, so 1 instead of the jaw, and we want to go to the left, not left, but the lower right corner. We can do a point, see what a 0.25 looks like. That's cool, 0.25. All right, so let's do it on the other side as well. Oh, how far back did I go? Okay, I only went to here. So let's make our selection. And we did this as, okay, cool. So this one's already set up to be on the left corner. So we need to go into the lower left corner as a 0.25. Do the same thing with this set. This is to jaw, so now we got to make sure this isn't to the jaw first. We'll put this to our lower left corner as a 1, and then we'll blend it to the right, to the upper left corner as a 0.25. And as you can already start to see, like, the mouth is already starting to get a better shape right here when you get into the profile of how smooth it looks. We can still do a little bit of blending right here as well, since this controller has these 2 rows of segments in it. So we can do like a 0.1 or 0.05, just so there's some subtle influence. Same thing for right here. Let's just see what this looks like if we do it. It doesn't hurt to experiment. It's better to do that now than to get so far along that it doesn't look right. So now this is for the lower, so we're going to do upper left corner, and we'll do a 0.1. That looks pretty cool. Let's do a 0.05. Kind of like that better. Let's do the same thing right here. So you don't want to do that with the, well, screw it. Let's see what it looks like. We'll do, see, because when this rotates, you don't want that. Well, maybe. Let's do lower corner, 0.5 as well. So now when we rotate these corners, we'll be able to get a nice squash and stretch of the shape of the mouth all through here. Just from those 2 joints, they'll influence each other pretty well. I could probably do this next row too, but let's get the rest of the mouth to be the same. So this one doesn't have anything on it, but we had 0.05. All right, so we're going to do, this is to the right corner, the lower right corner, so we want to go to the right upper corner, and we're going to do this 0.05, and then I believe the next one in, which is this one, we're going to do 0.05 going to the lower joint. Yeah. So we're going to do, upper right. We're going to do lower right as a 0.05. All right, awesome. Save our file. Now we need to go set some keys. We actually need to set some keys now to get a better shape of the mouth so we can start working on the more inner parts of the lips. So if we blend now, you can see it's pretty smooth with stretching out the mouth. We need to also adjust while we're here first. See how this is all stationary? You can blend all of this right here to be like a point 0.05, 0.1, depending what you're looking for. We can do that later when we start rigging up more of the cheeks and the joints that we have up here going to the mid section of the face, into the bridge of the nose and the nostrils and so on. For now, we're going to focus on the lips. So let's go back into our object mode. Let's show our joints. And we want to go to the outliner just to be safe. We want to select our mouth joints. Let's select our lower joints. Let's set a key on 0. Let's set a key on 10. All right. Now, the way we made these, we made it where the pivot works in our favor if we're in our local axes. So let's make sure we are still in our local axes for rotation. We're in object mode. We have our key set. Let's go up to frame 15. Let's set a key for these as well. And then we're going to start moving this around. We got these 5 joints here. So what we can do now is we can move them around, rotate them. We can do some more position type stuff with them. But see, this one's only controlling the center, so this one needs to be blended out to both sides better. So what we're going to do is move the lip around and just set some keys. Doing this will put it in its most extreme position that you would probably want to use. And then we'll start blending into that. You can see right now it's like a very hard fall off between how these are blended right now. All right, so I'm just trying to pull the lips apart because we want them to be blended. As best as possible. We're going to go back in and start messing around with the influences that these have on one another. Okay. Let's do the same thing with the upper. Let's select them all first. Should be 5 up here as well. Set a key. Frame 10, 0, and 15. And let's start moving these around too. You don't have to make a necessarily a shape for the mouth right now. We're just trying to move these out the way so when we start blending the vertices together for the influence, we'll know what we're looking at. We'll know things are moving around how they should be. Okay. So hit S. We're going to make sure set keys on everything again. Just to be sure. We can close our outliner. We can hide our joints. Deselect our joints. So what we want to do now is we want to select our mesh again, select vertex, and we want to start blending what these look like. So we're going to want to share this row of segments clearly with the center lip. So right now it's nothing, so let's just do 0.5. We have lower left, so we want to share this one with the lower center is what we want to share it with. So let's find that on here. A lower center, and let's do 0.5. Let's do 0.75, 0.5. Same thing with the other side. We're going to do a 0.5 for the center. Right. And then for this next row of segments, let's share this one with a 2.5 for the center. Let's do 2.5, that's fine. It still looks a little wonky. So we're going to leave that one at center and then left corner. That's left corner? Yeah, so if that's left corner, we're going to want to share this one with just left, lower left. Do 0.5 there, there you go. And then center would be a 0.1. That's better. So we have a 0.5 here. 0.39. So this next row should be blended between. We don't need to put this on the center of the lip. Probably don't even need this on the center of the lip. To be honest, let's go back. Let's take this off the center of the lip. Yeah, let's do that. And let's just do a 0.5 again. Split it even. Lower left, 0.5. Next one. All right, and we're going to split this one. It's lower left corner, lower left. It's 0.25. That looks pretty good. What's 0.1? 0.2. Let's do a 0.2 for that. 0.2 and 0.8. The next row over was a 50-50. Make sure you have all your verts selected. We're going to do a 50-50 for the right corner, right lower corner and right lower. It's a 50-50. And then the next one was